Turn my volume up. Happy Monday. Get through the month of May. Wanted to get back into my weekly readings, daily readings, motivation for the day. For May the 18th, 2026. This is a reading for the day. Inspiration, a lot of motivation from my book of Jesus Calling, written by Sarah Young. Enjoying peace in his presence. This is the word for May 18th. Come to me with your plans held in abeyance. Worship me in spirit and in truth. Allow my glory to permeate your entire being. Trust me enough to let me guide you through this day, accomplishing my purpose and my timing. Subordinate your myriad plans to my master plan. I am sovereign over every aspect of your life. The challenge continually before you is to trust me and search for my way through each day. Do not blindly follow your habitual routine, or you will miss what I have prepared for you. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And this reading was inspired by the book of John, chapter 4, verse 24, and Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 8 through 9. May this reading be an inspiration to the readers. And it is every day. Yeah, it's just to you. Let his ways be your ways and fall into routine, daily patterns. That's pretty deep, pretty dope. I'm thinking about my previous experience starting my day today. Um, I got a routine, got little habits that formed me a routine. I like to get up, smoke, do that before I really do anything, and that just calms my nerves. And what's crazy about the whole thing is that I have a 7-day actionable plan, step by step, to take to manage stress and anxiety. And I rarely even practice those things. I have been getting into a better habits, practicing better habits with my diet and being more conscious and aware of what I eat. You know, you are what you eat. So I've been a little more healthy, more energetic, more earthly bound, spinach, um, different fruits and stuff and seeds and stuff like that, right? And also working on my garden just to keep that habit going. But yeah, this is more so about secret knowledge, hidden knowledge. I know you all probably are familiar with young Pharoh. That was a person I started off watching when I joined the conscious community, the conscious vibe. He's not really a conscious type of creator, but I throw him in a category for the things that he speak of. And along with him, it was Rashad Jamal, Izza Islam, a different people, right? Like Dr. Sabi, not Dr. Sabi, but I forget. But let's get into it, and we'll check this out in a bit. I can't even think of his name. There's a few different other people though, like Pilot and other people like that who's up in this community. Speaks on these similar topics.
Corrupt members of the government about my life. Like I just told you, I was in Tompkins County. I just had to literally tell, if y'all put your hands on me, I'm going to poison.
Style, right? It's a lot of stories told, a lot of information given, right? But all is false. All is false, right? It's the Bible, an actual book where they teach God or you worship the sun. I don't know. Food, is it poison? What should you eat? Look, I don't know, right? But listen, welcome to X Files, where we reveal and reveal. Listen, and to help me find out, I got two people with me, right?
I'm back. I'm back.
Tony.
I'm back. Because I'm here in a long time. I had to pull up to come see my uncle. I had to pull on up to come see my uncle.
You didn't see the Pharoh.
And yes, I did. I hanging around him. She said he ain't got nothing to do with no guy. She said you better stay away from that Uncle 607. But I came back because I had to pull up on my boy. Anything. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back.
Right.
I'm back.
We got Pharoh. All day. Come on, guys.
It's probably been what, about 6 months, 4 months? When you wasted my time to come perform and stuff and y'all didn't even post it?
Right, they've been crazy.
I'm probably typing me because they probably been throwing most likely
Crazy. It was, and I did take a trip, but I'm okay.
Right.
I'm okay. I'm here to.
Well, I'm
Real or fake, right? My opinion is this: like the truth is your perception of your reality. Now, what that means to me is you have experiences and you have exposure in your reality. You may be exposed to some things, therefore you may think that you know what the experience may be like, and therefore, once you engage in those activities, you have a different perspective on what the experience will be like from exposure of whatever it is, certain knowledge, certain activities, right? And it gets a little deeper than that, but that's the basics of it. If you've been exposed to certain things, but you haven't had an experience of those things, your reality, the truth of it isn't really locked in stone because you really don't know. Just like belief, the word belief, I don't believe in really anything because your belief can change at any time. Once the facts of that situation or that topic, subject gives you a different narrative, a different point of view, then you may not believe certain things or you may look at it differently, right? So that's just that. Like, I don't believe in God because I know that God is real. I don't believe in the Easter Bunny and stuff like that, right? Because I just know for a fact. I know certain things for a fact, and the things that I don't know to be a fact, I just don't know. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing. So that's that my point on that. open to wisdom, not being open to knowledge. I don't know what's going on. What happened with what's all right, there we go. Before I lose my thought, they was talking about just being open to learn and stuff. The communication, right? Communication. That's where I was at. Communication ain't all verbal. So what he's saying is true. I do agree. I like young Pharaoh a lot because he got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. Wisdom is having information. Knowledge is knowing when to use that information. You can know some stuff, but you're not wise when you don't use that information in the correct way at the correct time. And like you have knowledge of fire, right? You might know that smoke and fire go together, but you won't be wise when you see smoke and you're like, all right, whatever, that's just smoke. I'm not going to be cautious about it. I'm not going to be too much aware about it. I just know that that's that. And you don't take any other actions, and all of a sudden that smoke flames up into some fire, and it's too late for you to get up out of that situation. That's not being wise. So it is a difference between knowing, having knowledge, and wisdom, being wise. And when it comes to communication, communicating, a lot of people know when you protect your aura, your vibes, the fields, all of that stuff, right? Because they go hand in hand. It's an umbrella of different things. But anyway, when you're aware something's trying to communicate with you, something's trying to get your attention, not all of that communication will be verbal. Sometimes when you speak to other people with different languages, there's a language barrier. They use hand signs, or you can know the language of love through different gestures, like a hug, kiss, different things like that, right? So yeah, you can't communicate But quick, because Unc was just getting on. I guess this brother in the blue is named Tone, about interrupting a guy. They doing an interview, right? When you interview somebody, you gotta let them finish. He steady interrupting the guy, so I just had to say that because they both asked the question and he was answering the questions, and then he wanted to get cut up on dude for him interrupting, but he constantly doing the same thing that he just like other people doing. This is my last thing, but that's how the devil works with confusion. He give you clear cut answers like water. You can see through it. It's not contaminated. It's not anything diluting its sense of what it is. Now, every time he give you a clear answer, it's played with water, and here he comes putting sugar in it, putting Kool-Aid in it, putting soda in it, anything to dilute what he's trying to say. And that's how the devil works. And the dude in the blue was truly right. He was like, this dude ain't got no God in him. Because everything is debating the Bible, debating God. And you know how God works. His word doesn't come back void because he's not a liar. You don't have time to be sitting around playing little games. He's about peace, love, and all of the virtues that love is, which is in First Corinthians chapter 13, the Bible. If you want to read that, love is many things, but it's not about confusion at all. And this guy isn't showing real love, any love at all, to keep confusing his questions, confusing his ideology on what he's trying to say, and also not even allowing him to express a clear thought.